Don't start no. It won't be no shit.
Well, later
Don't
tonight
start
in
no.
November,
Don't start no.
snowfall is
Don't start no.
forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
I gotta get the ball for this, man.
Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Throwing on first down. McCarthy. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? 2nd and 9 now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Yeah, shit, wanna play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On first down, right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And the Vikings, it's 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's... difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
They'll drop to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Kamara trying the right side. A little juke. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
They run. It's Kamara. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Shedding through the defense. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And you look at the Saints defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he'll get it right back to Washington. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Addison will go in motion left. They'll look to throw again. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the line
linebacker Demario Davis. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
The point after, good by Groupie.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
To throw on third down, McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first two possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, you do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Olave over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown!
Chris Olave.
30 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They go play action here on 1st down. Complete to Wright. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Give him the completion. No gain. But let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling. The hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCarthy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
we've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Ready.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Yeah. Who? Oh man.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get it? And now off to the races down the right side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so.
Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Oh, design run for their wideout. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead.
Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To throw on second down, McCarthy. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off play action. McCarthy. They'll roll him out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw on second down. McCarthy. Right's got him. Oh, nice move. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll try the left side. Right. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down. It's right. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This is caught. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and goal from the 1. Off the bootleg. McCarthy. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run on 1st down. It's right. He'll take it inside the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down now. It's right.
What the hell did he do?
Here down to the 22. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. McCarthy. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. Into space at the 45. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A give to Kamara running right. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Kamara. Shoves him aside. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down. They run it again with Kamara. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
The play inside. Why didn't he play inside?
A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Off play action. McCarthy. On a bad time.
How is that running to the weak side? Oh, my God.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Kamara up the middle. To about the 26 here. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second down and 6 now from the 26. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's brought down. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right? I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them. And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done. The point after, good by Groupie. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. This is first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football. They'll come up now on second down. Off the bootleg. McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And now the third down.
Where the hell are you going, bro?
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Saints, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.